Hello there, Vic Benedict here. We're playing Uncharted 1 on brutal difficulty. This is my video guide and walkthrough. We are now on Chapter 9. It is entitled To the Tower. So, guess where we're going? Anyway, we're going to be riding the ski-doo for a little bit. Not too bad of a part. And I also I found it kind of funny because when I was looking at my trophies for this game, I noticed that I had got the well, let me first say this. There's an extended trophy list for each of the 3 titles on the Nathan Drake collection, pretty much allowing people to get the main trophies, and if they don't want to get the brutal trophies and all of those things, like the harder ones, they don't have to. But there's an extended list for all 3 titles. And when I was looking through the trophies, I noticed that the only charted brutal trophy I had was for this game. So I'm not sure. It's been a few years now, like 3 years. Well, closer to like 2.5 maybe. I think since this game came out, maybe less. It's irrelevant though. But the thing is, to my recollection, I thought I had the trophies for beating brutal on Uncharted 2 and 3, but I don't have them. So I don't know what possibly happened. Maybe I was going through chapter select and I just didn't complete all of the chapters on brutal. But that's another reason I wanted to do the trilogy again, because I don't have the brutal trophies for 2 and 3. Now, you know me. I don't give 2 shits about the trophies. Who gives a shit? I mean, what am I going to do? Share them with people? I don't have any people to share them with. And even if I did, who the fuck cares? You know, I'm almost 40 years old in a few years. You know, that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is just to have a good time and use video games as a way to relax. And that's what they afford me to do. You know, I'm very selective about what I want to play, because I don't want to play something that's, you know, not going to give me any pleasure. And these games, I cannot tell you how fun and how happy they make me. That's the bottom line, guys. I just want to be happy. So anyway, we're gonna try to see if we can skip some of these enemies. There may be a couple of outstanding enemies. All you have to do is just shoot the bells on either side of that gate, and it will cause the gate to lower, and you will be able to pass through it. I think we're going to be getting shot at as we go through it, but it doesn't matter. As long as you get to the dock, you can get off, and then we're going to be doing this section over here. That's going to be a shotgun heavy, a guy with, I believe, a pistol, and then one guy with an Uzi. Also, a correction too. A correction for a correction. Do you remember back in Chapter 6, I pronounced the word... well, first I thought it was foliage. No, excuse me. I first thought it was foliage, and then I thought it was foliage, but it's actually pronounced foliage. So I'm very sorry. I must be a complete goddamn idiot. Anyway, I resetted the checkpoint over here, and they gave me the shotgun, and the shotgun's not very helpful for this part at all. You want the AK-47. But if you don't have the AK-47 and you just have the shotgun like me, don't worry about it. You know, we can do most of the damage that we need to do with the pistol. There's a grenade and a pistol in this area over here. Granted, it's only going to give you 2 unless you've got the micro Uzi, which you can switch out for the pistol, and then you can maximize your damage. Excuse me, maximize your ammo. But this is really difficult because the foliage gets in your way. And I realize it's a choice that they made to design the level in a certain way, but it hinders gameplay, and anything that hinders or obstructs gameplay is more difficult just for the sake of an aesthetic, and I don't care for that at all. But what we need to do is just cross this swamp, and if you don't kill enough people before you cross it, you're probably going to get killed, because enemies will assail on you, approach the bank. And on this first Uncharted game, when enemies are at a ledge and you're hanging off of it, you can't press the square button to drag them off and instantly kill them. I believe that was something that premiered in either the second or the third game. I know it was a long tradition by the fourth game, which the fourth game I just don't care for. I'm not going to call it trash or anything, but the game's fucking trash. Utter trash. Utter fucking trash, guys. So, what is ahead on this section? Well, there's somebody on an upper platform area. There's a guy to the left, and there's probably a guy in the distance. So we've killed several people. So now we could probably cross this little swamp area. Nice jump, you little pansy. Do you see that jump? And this is as fast as you can swim too, and you're completely vulnerable. So when you get up here, anybody who's cowering behind these pieces of destructible cover. Did I kill anybody? Yes, I killed somebody. Now I'll probably kill him too because he's hiding behind that. And like I said in chapter 4, it's an instant kill. Instant kill, see that? I guarantee it, guys, instant kill. So now there's going to be enemies to the left, and it looks like we've got an enemy straight ahead. So the enemies to the left, they probably can't hit us. So if we mantle up to the little embankment here, we can probably take care of that guy in the distance. However, I'm gonna go back and pick up that grenade that I didn't pick up, but it's probably not going to be too necessary because I believe there's 2 grenades coming up. So we may be able to toss this one and then pick up the 2 that are in the next area and then max out that, because the fight that's coming up after this is quite difficult. And what I would recommend for the next fight, I've just been having the pistol and the AK-47. They've been really serving me well. There's a Smith & Wesson coming up over here, a 44, if you want to take that. It really wouldn't be a bad idea, actually, to take that. I don't end up taking that. There's an Uzi and a pistol, you know. But I did not like having this shotgun saved to my character's loadout just because I reset the checkpoint. So that's an issue. And I didn't even know that there was an issue about disappearing ammo. I didn't remember ammo disappearing, but it definitely disappears if you wait too long. Sometimes it just flat out disappears too if you reset the checkpoint. So you've got to really be careful about it. It's usually the ammo that all of the enemies have dropped. That's the type of ammo that I'm talking about that disappears. The ammo that always replenishes on crates, or that's leaning up against boxes or pieces of cover, usually that stays, but dropped ammunition just disappears. Downright disappears. So now let's see if we can come up here and see what's going on over here. We may just have these 2 guys to the left. Look at that, the foliage getting right in my way. So if we can maybe get a headshot on him, we can possibly charge this last guy. And what do you think I'm gonna do? Do you think I'm gonna risk it and charge him, or play it safe? Fuck no, I'm gonna charge him. I'm gonna risk all of my progress and charge this guy. There we go. Here, brutal combo. How do you like that brutal combo, motherfucker? Tasted pretty good? Well, there we go. And now we do a jump for joy. Although I think it was a little done in haste, because I don't think that was a brutal combo actually. So anyway, go around the environment, pick up what you want, maximize your grenades, keep switching your weapons to whatever you want. And we're going to be entering this next section with 4 grenades, an AK-47, and a 9mm. Both of the latter 2 have pretty good amounts of ammunition. Okay, so like all fights on Brutal, you're going to have to be very careful when you do this fight, because you've got a ton of enemies to kill. It may be one of the fights that has some of the most enemies that you'll fight in a chapter. But when you jump down here, there's going to be this guy here with a Magnum, and the guy to the left up there is the familiar shotgun guy, whom he just fell. There's also going to be this guy right there that he tends to just kind of stay there without even firing at you. So take that opportunity to headshot him. And then the fourth guy is going to be behind this pillar over here. You can see his arm right there. And he really doesn't even aggro until you fire in his wake or hit him or approach a little bit. So what I would do is, well, I would definitely not approach him because if you go up to the cover up and to the left where that shotgun guy is lying down there, you're going to be in the line of fire for other people over there to the right. So once he's clear, what we're going to do is take out the guy with the rocket launcher. He's kind of a problem. Well, let's see. This is chapter... remember in chapter 8 when we were trying to kill a rocket launcher guy from around a corner and we had really no problems, and I told you that he would hardly ever hit you and things like that? Well, this guy's a little bit different because there seems to not be as much cover afforded you over here. So at this point, I don't believe... I really don't believe enemies will come into this zone over here. They pretty much will stay in the middle. Consider this the leftmost area, the area where that guy just was, that guy right there. That's the middle area, and then over to the right is the rightmost area. So once he's gone, you can either focus on the guy behind this pillar or the guy to the left, or if you want to, you can hit the rocket launcher guy first. It's really up to you. He's the biggest problem, but he doesn't have too much health. So what I would do is I would just make sure that my health was fully regenerated before I endeavored to take care of him. Just clean up anybody that is over there. And by anybody, I just mean the guy behind the pillar that I was talking about. There's also a guy with he's the pink hat guy. I'll show you where he is in a minute. He's right over. You'll see him to the left, but we first need to take this guy out. And I don't believe I even picked this weapon up because it's really dangerous to go up there and get it. There's a Smith & Wesson. We can use it to one-shot some folks if we get the opportunity to do so. There we go. There's him. And then the pink hat guy is he's over here somewhere. So when you come up here, I just mean that guy right there. I don't really know if he has a pink hat. He kind of looks like he has a pink head or something. But once you go up to about where we were a second ago, then enemies will be coming over here. They don't rush you per se, but they just go down to those archways at the end where that guy is firing now, and where that one of those first guys was. Now, the only guys who come up to you are the Smith & Wesson guy and that shotgun guy. So basically, everybody just kind of stands back and allows you to kill them. So just be very careful and never throw. Because I just died to this actually. Never throw a grenade if you are in the critical state, because when you throw it, you're vulnerable and you can get killed. So just make sure you're completely regenerated. It sounds really obvious, doesn't it? But I've been playing this game for a long time, and hell, I still died to it because I just, I just forgot about it in the heat of the moment. But now you're going to be coming up over here, and once you wean the numbers down a little bit more, then you're going to spawn the shotgun guy. I would really recommend staying over in this area because it's familiar territory. A lot of weapons pile up over here, and it's just kind of unsafe over in that area there because there's destructible cover, and there's a lot of angles that could just end up spelling your demise. So what we're going to be doing is just hanging back here and trying to pick anybody off that we can with the Magnum. So down he goes, and once the you see, I keep coming back here because I just don't trust those shotgun guys. It's hard to tell when they come. I just don't know how many people you have to kill before they come. but they will at length come, and you had really better retreat back to where you were, because they're deadly, and blind firing them is very safe as a means of killing them. So let's kind of see what we're up against now. We may have to kill him to spawn that shotgun guy. I really like this fight. I don't know about you guys. I think it's a challenging fight. It's for the most part fair, except the splash of that grenade launcher that the rocket launcher guy had, or the grenade launcher guy. It's a little unfair. It's just slightly unfair, but for the most part, this is a really challenging and interesting fight. Okay, is he dead? Okay, now we have a. This is anytime you sense that they're kind of running towards you, just come back. This is a really safe spot to be. Yeah, he came over here, so we could hopefully instant kill him with the grenade into the destructible cover trick. Yep, he's dead. Guaranteed kill. Remember I said in chapter 4, guaranteed kill? Well, there's another guarantee. So now we're going to come up here, and we've got this guy. He won't move. This guy that we're aiming at now, he'll never come over here. You're going to have to end up chasing him down. But if you... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Did you see that? Now just come back over here, and when he approaches you, blind fire him as fast as you possibly can. If you didn't know, the original Uncharted 1 did not have this blind fire reticle on it. They added it. Blue Point added it. It's really nice. Nice of them to do that. Thoughtful for the player. Can you imagine not having that, though? I can guarantee that they didn't have it, because not only did I remember that they didn't have it, but I was watching some footage of some old Uncharted 1 content, like from 8 years ago, and people were blind firing on there, and there's absolutely no gun reticle for the blind fire. My mistake over here was haste, because I thought that guy that I said never moves, I thought he was the last guy, so I got really nervous over here. And I don't believe that these final 3 guys will come out from where they're hiding, which is a bad and a good thing, because we're gonna have to, go over there and stick our necks out a little bit if we have to. The next chapter is the customs house, so I don't think they reset what you bring. So make sure that you bring a ton of good stuff for yourself and that way that you can take advantage of the situation, because why wouldn't you? This is a very hard game. I think I've had people come. I think I've had some of these guys come over here if they're provoked, if you kind of approach them, but I can't remember. I don't think that they come over here. But I'm staying safe than sorry, is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna use these I consider the micro and the shotgun at this point in time to be expendable weapons, because I'm gonna be swapping them out for the AK-47. I'm really sorry I haven't had a varied arsenal in my, I've pretty much stuck to the AK-47 and the pistol for the entire game, haven't I? The pistols is so helpful to stagger enemies. It's so handy, and the AK-47, it's just for range. So out of consideration for any sort of a boredom that would come over you, I'll try to switch it up a little bit more so that I don't always have the AK-47. We're going to be getting new weapons as the chapters progress, but anyway, I couldn't charge this guy, guys. I can't risk it. That's a long fight. That's over a 10-minute fight. But anyway, now that it's over, search the grounds for whatever you like, do your weapon switching trick, and you do get a checkpoint over here. There's going to be a guy over here. Looks like we got some double ammo for ourselves, and there's one more guy over here. So if things don't go your way over here, you can keep resetting that checkpoint. So hey, there it is, 5 bullets times 2. So we got 2.5 bullets and that equals 5. 2.5 times 2 is 5. Oh man, strange stuff going on about that, don't you think? But now we've got some superfluous platforming to do. When you come up here on these handholds, you're going to want to go to the right. So when you get here, head over here to the right. Jump off the chain, go up a little bit, grab onto this, and then turn the crank. So the idea here is that you're going to be moving this chain over to the right. We can't access it from where we're at now, so we're going to have to, instead of going right a minute ago, now we're going to go left, and we're going to you know, complete the circle of this room. I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of an octagonal room, but when you do get up here, you're going to see the shadow of an enemy if you look closely. And that is a little foreshadowing of his presence. Check it out. Should be over here somewhere. See that? See to the right? That was his shadow. Oh, and he critically wounded me. And you guys, I failed this brutal combo so much that I'm almost ready to say, to hell with this brutal combo. Fail. 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 Fuck the brutal combo. Fuck it. Fuck that goddamn brutal combo, man. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching my guide. I hope it's helping you. I really do hope that it's getting you through this game. And we are going to see each other in Chapter 10, and that is exactly where we're going to rejoin company. Take care.